Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Open Your Minds with the Junior, where we're going to dig into another topic in the sports talk, where we're going to talk about football. It just so happens to be Super Bowl week. Fly Eagles fly. I hope they're going to pull it out. We're going to talk into the topic of the second most important position in football. So many people know, even if you don't watch football, even if you don't know anything about football, just about everybody knows the quarterback. The reason why they know the quarterback, most times the quarterback is the face of the franchise. They're the number one player on the franchise. They're the most important part because they're the part they keep the team together. They're the one that run the offense. They are an extension of the coach and making sure that everybody's in order and doing what they need to do. They're the ones making sure that everybody has the ball or getting the ball to the necessary players to make the plays needed to win games. So if the quarterback is the most important position that every team should have, that every franchise should have, then what is the second most important position? So I have about 5 positions that I believe to be the number 2 position. You can come to me in the comment section if you have one that you believe to be the second most, and we'll talk about it. All right, so the first one is the middle linebacker. So if the quarterback is the coach, the extension of the coach on the offensive side, the middle linebacker is the extension of the coach on the defensive side. They're the player that's in the middle of all the defense, and they're making sure that everybody's in order and making sure the plays are being made. We've seen that with guys like Bobby Wagner, Zach Thomas, Brian Urlacher, Junior Seau, and Ray Lewis, to name a few. Many of these guys, they've helped to lead their teams because of their importance of being in the middle and being able to recognize when the defense needs to shift, when they need to blitz, when they need to go in the zone, when they need to be prepared for the long ball. Then the middle linebacker communicates that with everybody on the team. So that's the first one. The second one is the running back. So we see in the history of the game that a balanced offense usually leads to an effective offensive team being able to do what's necessary to win games. So the one thing you don't want to do in football is become one-dimensional, where you have to throw the ball maybe 40 or 50 times and you've become predictable, and the defense is able to stop what you're doing because all you're doing is throwing the ball. So it's good to have a good running back, in some cases a great running back that can help you get 4 to 5 yards per carry and help take the pressure off your quarterback to be able to do the things that they do. So that's my second one. The third one, the wide receiver. Like, if the quarterback is the number 1 position, why not his partner in crime, the wide receiver, being the second one? You have to have somebody to throw the ball to. Someone that you can count on, someone that you know that if you get the ball into their hands, they're going to make the plays necessary to win the game. They're going to make the biggest catch. You can guarantee that no matter where you throw the ball to them, they're going to make the play, and they're going to allow you the chance to win a game no matter what. So the wide receiver, that's my third one. The fourth one is your left side tackle. So if the quarterback is the player that you need in the game at all times to make sure the best quarterback you have available is the one you have to make sure that your team wins, you got to protect them. And if there's one side that you make sure that you protect, it's that left-hand side. And that's because majority of quarterbacks in the NFL, or majority of quarterbacks, period, are right-handed. Most of the quarterbacks are right-handed. You may have a handful of left-handed quarterbacks in the history of football. So you got to protect that left-hand side, which is why it's important to have a great left tackle that can make sure that your quarterback is going to keep his jersey clean no matter what. So it's very important that you draft for a left tackle. The number 5 one is a defensive end. So the reason why I feel the defensive end is because you got to put pressure on that quarterback on the opposite side from keeping them from doing the things that they know that they can do. If you have a good pass rusher, a good defensive end pass rusher that can get to disrupt the flow of an offense, you have to make sure that you have somebody there that can do that. And even though this is not a position, even though it is in some cases, this is a bonus one: the head coach. So we've seen in history how sometimes teams have to overcompensate for their head coach and they have to succeed in spite of them. But what if you have a great head coach that can help to coach your team even when things are going wrong? They can help out with different plays, they can bring out trick plays, or they can help the team. They can put the quarterback in the best position even when the quarterback has no clue of what to do next. They can have their quarterback in the best place, in the best position to win the game. So it is definitely important to have a great head coach. So those are the 5 positions that I feel is the second most important for a football franchise. You have any others that you may feel may be, don't forget, go to the comment section. You can like and share this video and we'll talk more about it and, go into deeper detail about it. So again, I love you guys. God bless you all. And let's open our minds together.